So good morning, everyone. We are back again today. Ops was doing 2 days in a row, introducing new partners and new ideas into the PSW realm in Ontario and across Canada, for that matter. I am joined today. So I am Ian De Silva. I am the Chief Operating Officer of the Canadian Support Worker Association and the Ontario PSW Association, and I am joined today by Mr. Omid Mamandi, who is the with. Omid, introduce yourself. Sorry, what's your?
Yeah,
I forget what
absolutely.
your role is. I've worked with you for a while.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you, Ian, and thanks for allowing me to join this webinar. My name is Omid Maymandi, and I am a co-founder and CEO of ExtraShift. And we're thrilled, honestly, to be here today, partnering with OPSWA to share how AI can help improve workplace alignment, reduce turnover, and really create a better match between healthcare professionals and care environments. And today we'll talk about our work style assessment and how that works, why it matters, and how it's helping professionals and facilities make better decisions faster and smarter.
Okay, so trying to find the right fit for the right people is kind of just to sum it up in an essence, but using AI to hone in on those things.
Exactly. And when we look at the challenge today, right, let's start with the reality we all see in healthcare staffing. There's a real disconnect between what looks good on paper and what works in real life. So, as a PSW, for example, a PSW might have the right credentials, but not the right work style for specific environments. For example, someone who thrives in an independent home care might struggle in a busy long-term care home,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
So these mismatches will lead to burnout, turnover, and really lower quality of care. So that's really enter extra shift, right? We've built extra shift to fix that, to help professionals find roles where they can do their best work and help facilities hire people who will, stay and really succeed. So, so what is extra shift really, right? So
That'd be great. Yeah, because we've just started working together and we're launching a project with Opsman Extra Shift. So I think we want to talk about like the workplace assessments. Like, is that's the key, I think. So tell us about those, Amanda.
yeah, absolutely. So, again, XShift is an AI-powered talent management marketplace that connects professionals and facilities in real time. So, our work style assessments. So it's not a test. There are no right or wrong answers. Instead, look at our work style assessment as a self-awareness and alignment tool that helps professionals and facilities understand fit better. So in just 15 minutes, participants receive a personalized breakdown of their strengths, their motivators, their preferred communication and work style, and of course, they get a verified certificate as well, where they could share with their employers and, of course, on social media as well. And then on the flip side of things, facilities can use that data to understand how candidates might integrate into existing teams, match them with the right environment, and perhaps manager style as well, and really support onboarding and career development with greater accuracy. And an example of that is if a PSW's profile shows they're highly empathetic, adaptable, and thrive in let's say, a one-on-one setting or
Right.
care, that's a great indicator they do well in home care settings rather than a high turnover LTC unit, for example.
So you're saying how long does the assessment takes 15 minutes to complete?
So absolutely, it takes and we've actually shortened that the timing. Again, as more users are using these assessments, we're able to understand much quicker. So our AI has been we've reduced that timing to under 10 minutes now. Instead of 15 minutes, it does take a 10 minute. It's a 10-minute assessment.
That's pretty good. Because I know so these are also available to OPSWA student members who are interested in looking at it. So what would be so your primary target for this? Do you think it would be better for like new graduates to start doing these types of assessments? Because I know we're looking at approaching schools and things. So like why would a new student like what would you advise them? They
Well,
just
I'll look at the benefits, right, of why a professional, whether it's a new graduate or maybe a newcomer as well, right? For it comes down to for professionals, the biggest benefit for these assessment is clarity and confidence. Many newcomers and graduates, right, know what they can do, but always where they may not know where they'll thrive. So this assessment helps them find that right fit faster, highlighting their strengths to employers and really taking control of their career story. And it's also a simple way to stand out, right? The certificate is recognized and easy to share as well. And that's the benefits for professionals and new graduates.
well, yeah, and what was the vision for like long-term care? So as this system expands, so the goal would be for what for a long-term care to have almost like a range of certain types of competencies that would align with the workplace assessment, and that would help them to figure out that those candidates align. Those are the ones they should hire, right? That's kind of
E- Exactly,
the
and we
nutshell. Yeah.
also, when we, I'll just throw out a stat out there is 8 in 10 healthcare workers, nearly 8 in 10 healthcare workers leave within the 2 years of being hired because of cultural or role fit and not because of skills. So that's exactly what we, again, we're trying to eliminate and help close that gap in terms of why folks leave a job if it's not skill related, and these assessments really give an idea in terms of facilities or organizations into not only hiring new hires but also existing employees that they may have currently that perhaps an employee. And another example is an employee might be quiet, but a great worker, quiet, and really wants to become a leader, but they don't know if they should become a leader or apply for that a leadership role. So this assessment, they do this assessment, and it really gives them that clarity and confidence. Okay, this assessment says I'll be great for a leadership role as well, and these are the areas or environments that I'll thrive in. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to apply for that leadership role as well.
That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
like, what kind of questions does it ask? Because I think people sometimes worry if it asks personal questions. Does it ask like, what kind of? Can you give an example so to make people more familiar with it? I think is our goal.
Yeah, absolutely. So every question is AI driven, and it's real time. So those questions, it's the answer, whatever answer you give, the next question after that, the AI would generate a question based on the answer, the previous answer. So it does not ask any personal questions at all. It's more role based questions and questions into scenario based, as well as specifically to those roles as well. So whatever a PSW role might do on a day-to-day basis, those are the questions that it will really cater towards.
That's pretty cool. No, because I think people always worry like, oh, it's going to ask too many personal questions. In my day, we did aptitude tests, which were about 2 hours. So there's a bit of a hesitation, but I think this is an excellent tool, and I really want people to use it. I think it's going to show a lot of value, especially when it comes to trying to match the employers. There's a lot of that's the thing we see with a lot of our members and our community at large. People are
Right.
they want to be PSWs,
Right.
but how they provide that care is very
Mhm.
important versus if they're providing just taking care of someone. So this is going to be interesting. So we're starting to launch. So we've been working on this for a few months and we're slowly getting it ready to launch here with us. Now we are going to be starting with the OPSWA for all student members. We are doing two things. We are going to be onboarding you guys with your wallet, but we're also going to be offering, and we have started to offer this the workplace assessment to our student members. This is part of your membership, so please contact us if you need this. If you're a PSW out there and you're interested in doing the workplace assessment, I would encourage it, especially if you're feeling that this job is not a right fit for you or there's something issue. I mean, we deal with bullying a lot at work. Is there anything in this? Now, this is a totally off topic, but is there anything in here that would help, in theory, in time to help maybe take some pressures off that idea of negative and bullying? Because this should help get the right people for the right psychological fits. Is that even thought of? That would be my goal.
Yeah, that's a great question, and I think that kind of relates to areas like empathy and workplace safety, really, and mental health. And some of those questions, based on again the responses of that user, will correlate to those areas. But specifically, it's not like the entire assessment is based on bullying or whatnot. But there are specific scenario based, again, based on how the user is responding, where they will or may get a question here and there based on that as well.
That's an interesting point because I think the idea that that what I'm thinking of is that in time, I think some of the elements of bullying come from a disconnect, like we just spoke of a disalignment between the personalities that are the culture that's there and the culture that's coming into work there. So
Right.
this workplace assessment would kind of prevent that. I was thinking in time, I mean, maybe this tool could be used in terms of planning long-term care strategy by doing the assessment on the leaders, determining what they need, and then in time that would be able to set up an assessment for what best PSWs would work with that entire team. That would be
Yeah,
theoretically,
exactly.
wow, that's impressive. So it would
I,
give a real three-dimensional approach, and I guess a real because right now there's a lot of siloing. So, and I think
right.
this is where this test would be really good to help. So we are starting to launch, everyone. So we are working with a college. We're going to announce it very soon. Just going to confirm something. And Omen, we do have access to your workplace assessments for our people that are not members.
Mhm.
Can we provide a link to them available and put it on our site and make sure everyone has a look at what exactly is happening with Extra Shift? So we've been friends for a while now, and we're encouraging everyone, for those who are interested in trying a different kind of provider with a different approach and a little bit more futuristic. I think this would be a very interesting, very worthwhile.
Absolutely. And just the link, folks, it's extrashift.co, so .co, extra shift, exactly how it sounds. And we will, I'm sure Ian will send out a link actually as well
Yeah.
after this webinar as well.
And please, if you're student members, again, this is already available to you. So I do need everyone to, if you're student members, to contact us. We will send you a link. We have some ready to go. And yeah, this is interesting. So this is not the first, or this is not the last time we're going to be seeing Omid. We're gonna, as we launch again, because in a few weeks I think we'll do an announcement and we'll do a quick video to show what we're planning to do. Because we want to have a series of classes that do this and get some interesting data. Because right now, I think the extra shift goal, and I know I'm correct on this, is data. We want to see what numbers are dealing with. So,
Right.
yeah, we'll definitely. This is very interesting, Omid, and I'm looking forward to moving along with this. Um,
Awesome.
I don't think we have too many questions. It looks like we've given everyone all the answers. So I think that's usually what solves those. I don't think we have too many questions. So um, I'm going to thank you for coming today. This was short and sweet, but I think we're on a very exciting transition here. And when we finally announce our new partnerships with our other partner, we'll bring you back on and make sure that we get everyone noticed and everyone listening today. This is going to be recorded, so this will be available on our YouTube. So if you're watching from YouTube, please hit that like and follow Extra Shift. Make sure you have a look at the workplace assessment. And if you're a student, please contact us. We'll get you set up to see what is your right fit for your first time in long-term or home care or community or wherever. So, thank you so much again for joining me today. And I'm sorry this was so short, but short and sweet, and it reflects the speed in which the test can be done, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to say thanks again to OPSWA, yourself, Ian, for the partnership, and to everyone here for taking the time to learn about how AI can make healthcare staffing more human and effective. So, really excited and hoping to be involved more.
We will be much obliged. So great to see you again. And thank you for joining us today. It was a real quick one, but plenty of time to ask questions. Don't hesitate to reach out to either one of us if you need any more information. So thank you so much. And we'll end it there.
Awesome.
Thanks so
Thank
much,
you.
Omid. Have a great one.
You as well. Take care.